Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Jessica. I am super excited to do this video today because you guys loved the last Amazon video that I did showing items that I like to buy from Amazon for junk journaling and crafting. So I decided to do another one because you guys loved it so much, and I have some great things to show you today. Now I'm giving you a little peek here, but I'm gonna move it all back, and I'm telling you, you have to stick around and see everything that I bought. And also, if you want to see a few of these things in action, I will do a demo at the end to just show you a few things like stamps and things like that that I have. And then that's about it. So the basis for this video, I'm showing you lots of fun supplies that are perfect for junk journaling and are around $10 or under. I think there's one or two things in here that was $10.99, but I had to include it because it's such a good buy. There's also some really great kind of vintage, faux vintage items in here. It can be hard to get vintage things, and I really wanted to include these because I think it's just a really great and easy, fun place to get these items. And I don't know why I said fun, but let's get started. Okay, I'm just gonna start grabbing some things and going. The first thing I wanted to mention is lace. Now I got this pack, it's all white because I do like to dye my own laces, and to be honest, I use a lot of white laces. I'll open this up and we'll look through. And I should mention that some of the things I'm showing you today are repurchases. They're things that I've bought over and over, but some things, it's the first time. These are things that have probably been in my cart for a long time, but I really wanted to be able to buy them so that I could show you and we could go through this together rather than you testing it out. So it looks like there's tons of different varieties of lace, and lace can be expensive. So this was such a great buy. I mean, you're getting a ton of lace here, and not to mention, you know, different lengths, or sorry, not lengths, but like widths and different designs on the lace. So this would be just perfect as a starter kit if you are getting into junk journaling, you want to use lace, but it really can be expensive. Now, of course, it's not that legit vintage lace, but I will tell you 100% that once you put lace on a journal, I mean, I have one here. You can't really tell by taking a peek at this if this is vintage laces or not. Not to say that you can't tell all the time, but if you wanted this to have a more vintage look, you can always, you know, dye it a brown color. But I love the white lace. Okay, we have a lot to look at, so you know what? I'm not going to go through all of these, but let's just pull a few open here so that you can just see all of the different. Oh, this one's so cute. It has little hearts on it. Yeah, there's a ton. So this, very excited about. Okay, I'm gonna stick these to the side. Let's take a peek. These are nameplates, I think is what you call them. I use these all the time in my journals. I'm gonna be real honest, I usually get the Tim Holtz brand. However, I once needed a lot of these, and the Tim Holtz can be rather spendy. So I realized that Amazon carries them, and much less expensive. I believe I can't remember how many were in this pack. I am gonna have everything linked below though, but this is gorgeous. Now the only thing I wanna mention, this does not include the little pins that you use to put it in onto your journal. Not pins, I can't think of the word. This does come with like little nails as if you were using it for hardware. So that's the only thing, but you can get those rather easy, and I'll actually try to put a link down below. Brad's, that's what I'm thinking of. So these are gorgeous, and I mean, they're just as great quality as the ones that I've used in the past, so I had to toss those in to this video. Let's go with stencils. Stencils can get expensive, and I knew that in the past I had bought a different floral stencil set, And normally when you're buying stencils, you're getting just a couple, and like 1 or 2 usually for, you know, the same price as I paid for all of these. Now, I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to use all of these. I don't really like the You Are My Sunshine. I mean, it's cute, but it's probably not something I would use, but I just thought it was worth it to get a few really pretty, gorgeous florals. And not to mention, they have stencils that have birds, they have different nature stencils, and this big size is going to just be wonderful for coffee dyeing. And I usually like to use a stencil when I'm coffee dyeing to get different designs on my coffee dyed paper. So these are really cute. And I remember during the holidays, I got a holiday stencil set, and it was just the cutest thing. So that was what made me think to look for a different floral stencil set. Okay, let's go. This is something that I've purchased just a million times, and they are basically just flat paper bags, but I like to use these. Let's hope I don't cut the paper bag. I like to use these in my journals. I like to use these to package things up in my shop. I like to use these for all kinds of things, and so I wanted to mention these are really fun to decoupage on. You can do all kinds of things, and I'm actually going to do some stamping and stenciling on these at the end, so we'll set that to the side here. And so speaking of stenciling and stamping, you're going to need ink. Now, I know that so many of us use the Distress Oxide ink, and I was about to include that. However, this is a little bit expensive, and I will say it's totally worth the price. I love what you can do with oxides, but I wanted to find a little bit more affordable for someone who might be starting out. You're wanting to do lots of stamping or inking, and you want more than one color. So for under $10, guys, you're getting all of these. Now the funny thing is, when I first started crafting, I had this exact set, same brand and everything, and I absolutely loved it. I do think this, yes, it's a pigment ink, so it's not something that is going to be permanent. So I do want to mention that, but the Distress Oxides are also not permanent, just so you know. And I just love that you have so many different shades. I like how it gives that ombre. So if you want, you can just totally stamp, you know, right across that whole pad to get a fun ombre look. And then you have all of the browns here too, which you can also use for, you know, making things look vintage. So we're gonna test these out, but I already know that I loved these inks. So I'm gonna set those to the side over here. And then staying on that same topic, sometimes you want brushes to do your ink blending. Now, I will say I normally use these right here. However, recently I bought one of these, and I really, really like it for ink blending. It works great. So I actually bought a whole set here that has different sizes because I thought that that would be great for all kinds of different projects. And so for this set, you get 5 different sized brushes. And there's different sets of these as well, where you can get all one size or more or less brushes. So we're gonna test those out, but I had already bought one of these from the same brand. Already know I like it. Okay. Oh yes, this is kind of more of a basic supply. And this is a bookbinding kit. I loved that this really included everything that you're gonna need for starting out with junk journaling, and I'm not even starting out, and I just wanted some updated supplies. So you have your all, and I will be honest, this is pretty sharp here, and I'm so excited about that because mine was a little bit dull, and I wanted something a little bit more sharp. So you get the all, you get 2 different bone folders, and I'm so excited because this one had such great reviews. So no, I haven't used it yet, but I already can tell that it's amazing. So we have that. You get 3 different waxed threads for bookbinding. I don't always use wax, but it's really good quality, and it's nice to have it waxed, and it's easy to work with. And then you get a few other things that come along with this kit. One is you get a little set of needles, and these are perfect for bookbinding because they are very long and the eye hole on them is big enough to put the thread in. And then you get these mini little scissors, and I think that these would be perfect for if you are like pulling apart an old book. Sometimes you need a little pair of scissors to get in there to cut around the pages, and that would be perfect, but of course you can use that for other things. So excited. This might have been, whoops. This might have been one of the things that I think was $10.99, so just a little bit more, but totally great for a nice big set. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at these vintage postcards. Now, postcards are something that can be kind of hard to come by, so obviously these are not actual vintage, but when I saw this collection, I thought it was so cute, and you get 24. So this was a really good bargain. And then, I mean, they're just all the types of botanical and mushrooms and the different kind of designs that I know that a ton of people are into right now, or not even just right now, but anytime that I've been doing making journals, I feel like botanical themes are just always super popular. Gorgeous. So and these are postcards. I can't remember if I already said that. I'm going to be sharing these with my patrons, so I'm really excited for that, and hopefully they're excited too. But these are just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have to buy another set, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to have to, because there's 24, and right now I have 36 patrons. Thank you guys so much. I have a few spots open, but it's starting to get pretty full in there. And then you get these more vintage ones. So loved that. I loved that I could find some vintage looking postcards on Amazon. Okay, next up we have one of the things that I'm most excited for. This is the cutest stamp set, and this really reminds me of another brand that I'm just loving, like Tim Holtz, but it's wooden stamps, obviously, and I love that these ones are white. I first of all thought that that was a little sticker over it. So these are all of the different ones. We're gonna test out a few of these. I love that there's like some text in here, little mushrooms and things like that. So the next thing, you get 3 packs of the same design here, which I'll be honest, I did not know when I picked these up, but I'm really glad, because when I went to take a look, I peeked in here already. These are little postage stamps, and they are so cute. They're gonna be perfect for my upcoming snippet rolls that I am working on, maybe already worked on by the time this video is up. But they're basically just little postage stamp stickers, and I think they would just be perfect for any type of junk journal, and there's all kinds of different themes. And if you guys are like me, sometimes you want to hoard these little things that are super cute, and I love that there are more than one of each of the designs, because then I feel like I can actually use it. I'm sorry about that glare. And then not to mention you have 3 packs of these. Like, these are just so cute. Lots of cute designs in here. So I'm really excited about those. And I have definitely bought things like these before. I just had never bought this exact set, so that was something to try out. This is a repurchase, and these are washi stickers, and I got the mushroom ones this time. In the past, I actually got the botanical ones. You can see here, though, all the designs. So there's tons. And washi stickers are just really fun to work with. They're easy to work with, and they're just perfect because they're kind of see-through. And so there's those. Excited to have some more of these. This was a fun find. Now, I only got a 3-pack. These are handkerchiefs, and I hope I'm saying that right. Handkerchief. Anyways, they obviously look like vintage florals, and I know that so many of us use these in our journals, but of course, to find actual vintage ones can be hard. Not everyone has the types of stores around where you can buy them, and they get very expensive. So I could not believe when I found these. Now, I only bought the 3-pack because I was buying so many things today that I didn't want to go overboard, but they had, I think this was only $6.99, and I think you get like a 6-pack for more in a 9-pack. So these are really, really pretty. Good quality, and then of course I would be using them, cutting them up to use in my journals, or just using them, you know, to make pockets and things like that. So I was really excited. I'm excited about all this stuff. But this is a repurchase, and these are metal book corners. I have a journal here just to show you what that looks like here. And we'll open these up. So the set that I bought this time actually has a variety. So I normally buy just one of the designs in here, which I'll show you, but I got the variety pack this time because I wanted to try out a few different designs. And so some of them are bigger. Let me put a couple in my hand up here, and then I'll make sure that's focused for you guys. So these ones are a little bit bigger than what I'm used to, but I think that's going to be really nice on bigger journals. There are smaller ones. These ones are really cool. I loved the design on that one. But then my top favorite, these are what I usually use. And I'll try to put a link down below of just these ones. I used to get lots of questions where I got this style, and I just love it. So I think there's 4 different styles in here. So that's just a nice variety pack, especially again, if you're starting out and you want to try out some different styles of book corners. The next thing, this is a repurchase as well. These are just charms, but they are little keys. I think there's 100 in here. I could be off. Maybe it was 50, but there is basically just tons of different little key. That's my little bold pen there. But these are just different keys and perfect for junk journals. It's kind of a nice general design that I feel like goes along with a ton of different themes. So got those. Now I saved this for last because I get questions all the time. Probably a top question is, where do I get the little thing that holds charms? So these are called ring fasteners. Now, what I'm holding right here, this is the Tim Holtz brand because I did not get my other ring fasteners in time. And what I mean by other is Amazon also sells some ring fasteners that are a generic brand. You get a lot more of them and they are super sturdy. So I'm showing you this one because this is one of the sizes that's a little bit bigger. But I wanted to show the Tim Holtz because this is what I used to use all the time when I was first starting out. But I go through them like crazy that it gets expensive. So I am going to give you a link for the Tim Holtz if that's what you're wanting. They're definitely great, great quality. But I'm also going to give you a link for some that are similar to this size right here. But again, they're the generic design, so you're getting a lot more of them for less expensive. And then I'm going to give you a link for the larger ones, and those are also, you get a lot more of them. I do think you have to pay shipping on the larger ones, but either way, I'll leave all 3 of those links down below. That's literally, I'm telling you, one of the questions I get all the time is, what are those things called that hold the charms? Okay, so now let's go ahead and play with a few of these things. So I'm gonna go ahead and try out one of the stencils first. I'm gonna put that up in the corner here. And I think, let's go ahead and actually do one of the yellow colors. And then we can also try out the brushes here together. And I'm going to use like one of the medium brushes here. And I think I'm just gonna try to go for the center colors here. You can definitely go in with just one of the colors if you want, but I'm just gonna go like that. Yeah, it's seriously so smooth, like right away, guys. I'm so excited that I have a lot more of these right now because they are great. And not to mention, I'll do some like ink blending on just the edge like a lot of people would do, just so you can see what that will also look like. Try to get a little bit darker here and just do the centers here like that. So it's kind of convenient too, having all of those colors right there. I was just thinking that it would be really cute to use the greens for the stem here, but I'm just gonna do the flower like that. Let's lift up and see. Yeah, super vibrant and really pretty. So let's go ahead and just try to do some ink blending just on the edges. And I'm gonna use kind of a larger, this is one size up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap that on the middles here. Wow, this is definitely a little bit darker than what I even imagined. Like, it's just, the color is there. It's super pigmented. So I didn't need to get that much on my brush, but I'm trying to look for, we'll use just the back of this one because I want to see what it would look like if I want to kind of fade that in. Kind of like that. So you just need something down underneath you. But yeah, it totally blends in super easy. Whoops. And this bag's a little bit flimsy, but you get the point. Okay, so let's try out some of the stamps now. That is seriously wonderful. I am going to grab some of the greens here, and we can try out some of these gorgeous stamps that I am so excited for. I'm just going to do some of the stamping down at the bottom here, I think. I'm not exactly decorating this bag, so I'm just going to go ahead and stamp down at the bottom with no rhyme or reason. Okay, these stamps are so cute. Sometimes stamps don't work perfect on that first try, but that worked pretty good because you sometimes need to somewhat prime them, but that worked darn good. Let's try this one right here. Kind of, this one would be perfect for just like a border, kind of like I'm doing there. And I saw so many more stamp sets that I seriously wanted, but again, I couldn't go that crazy. Let's try this little fern. Very cute. Let me get that to focus for you. And let's do one of the mushrooms, but I think I'll do this in the orange, dark orange. That one, the color looks great. That one looks really good. And I'll just go ahead and let's try that in the darker brown. Awesome. I feel like that one will come in handy because it's just really great for like a background. So there we go. I hope that you liked to see the demo, and I really hope that you loved seeing all of the products that I got. I will have all of the links below, and if you've stuck around this long, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm basically going to bag up a little sampler pack of some of the things that I bought here today. It's going to be a surprise, but it's going to have some goodies, and it's going to have some other things in it from my past Amazon video because I have way too much stuff. So if you want to enter that, I just want you to leave whatever comment you want down below, but also include somewhere. I just want to make sure that I see the word sunflower and bright in your comment, and that will enter you. And then I'm going to announce the winner by replying to your comment, and I will announce that winner on like a separate video as well. Okay guys, I'll have all that information down below, and I will see you later. Bye.